Team USA Anthony Edwards, aka Mr. I'm the first option. The young bull straight out the A with all the swagger in the world, who some would even argue has shades of a young Michael Jordan. I'm not gonna go that far, but he's definitely got potential to be great, and I'm a big fan of that. So with that being said, since at the time I'm recording this, the Olympic Games are getting ready to get started, I figured I'd take my stab at this Anthony Edwards build and give you all my honest review. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet. Jesus Christ first always, man. Enjoy. YouTube, Dominic, aka Gaming with Romsky. I'm fresh out of church, y'all, so I got my little button up. I didn't want you guys to see me in my dingy little white tee. You saw the title. I'm back bringing you guys another build video. Today we're gonna get into this Anthony Edwards build, but before we do, look, run me up to about 827 subscribers, y'all. Right now I'm at like 750, trying to get to that 800, trying to get to that 1,000. So share with auntie, uncle. Look, this is like, I took a month off, now I'm talking to you guys again. It was that 1 or 2 weeks in a row. I'm trying to pump out these videos for the month of July and go out with a bang for the end of 2K24. So with that being said, look, I got this Team USA Anthony Edwards build that I cooked up for y'all, that I think is a solid build, that I did have to do some tweaking to, and that looking back on, I could have done some stuff a little differently. I'm gonna give you guys my honest review of it. Subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel. Thank you guys for supporting me up until this point. I got my button up, I got a little bit of water. I'm ready to show you guys this build video, so let's jump right into it. You see the screen, Anthony Edwards right, number 5. I'm gonna tell you what team to put him on at the very end of this video. Make sure to watch to the end. Subscribe if you haven't, man. Anthony Edwards, handing this right, jersey number 5. We're going to actually make this Anthony Edwards build a shooting guard. I don't think he's actually a point guard, so a shooting guard is actually true to who he is. The height, we're going to be at 6'4", and this is Team USA Anthony Edwards. Why I'm calling it Team USA is because Team USA is going on right now. We're about to be in the Olympics. I think the Olympics start sometime this upcoming week. At the time I'm recording this is like Sunday, July something, the end of July, mid-July, blah blah blah. But shooting guard, 6'4", the height and weight, 6'4" is going to be the height, and the weight is going to be 195 pounds. The wingspan is going to be a 6'9" wingspan. So here's our physical attributes right here, and we're just gonna get the physicals out of the way. It's protocol at this point, y'all. Like, always make sure we're gonna get the physicals out of the way. So our speed is going to be an 85. Again, like I said in my last video, the 85 speed, you're gonna be very fast, but the reason why I do the physicals first is because it's more of the boring stuff. You guys want to see the dunking, the shooting, all that. Acceleration is going to be a 70. The strength is going to be a 48. I didn't mean to put this strength, that actually seems a little high, but I think the strength goes up depending on what we put on the perimeter defense or something of that nature. Don't quote me on that. But the 48 strength, the 75 vertical is going to be a 75 vertical, which is actually questionable thinking back on it, but I did a 75 vertical. I made the mistakes that I made. Don't make the mistakes that I made, so watch to the end of this video. The stamina is going to be a 98 stamina, not a 99, a true 98. So now that we got the physicals out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to the finishing. So our drive and dunk is going to be our highest finishing attribute. The drive and dunk is going to be all the way at a 93. Yes, you heard that correctly, boys and girls, a 93 driving dunk. Now I know you might be wondering, what does this drive and dunk unlock for us? So I got that for you right here. What I sort of messed up on was, I'll actually get to that, but an 87 driving dunk paired with a 75 vertical, which is what we have, is going to give us pro contact dunks off 2 feet. Now where I messed up, a driving dunk of 89 plus, we obviously have a 93, plus the 78 vert would have gave us pro contact dunks off 1. So this is what happens, y'all, when you do a build real quick. You don't specifically go into the specific attributes you think you might need. You make mistakes like this, which is why I would highly recommend on your build, if you're gonna go to a 93 driving dunk, you should put a vertical to a 78, only to get those pro contact dunks off 1, because off 1 foot, obviously they're way faster of a dunk, and likely you're gonna get the dunk animations and the contact dunk animations to trigger way better than I will now that I only have this 75 with a 93 driving dunk. A 93 driving dunk is still good. I mean, look at the badges that we get. Honestly, I have a 93 driving dunk and I don't get gold posterizer, but I get silver posterizer. Why did I think that was okay? Was because I don't honestly think that posterizer is that good of a badge, to be honest. Like, it triggers sometimes and occasionally, but we still get gold slithery and gold precision dunker. That's really all I cared about. Now in hindsight, I would have put my vertical to a 78, but this is just what happened. I spent my money on it already. I've already been grinding this build out. It is what it is. You just got to learn from it. Another thing that this build does unlock, though, is we get the Anthony Edwards signature dunks. So you see here we have an 82. If we have an 82 plus drive and dunk, mix that with a 62 plus vertical, which we obviously have, and we are under 6'10", we get the Anthony Edwards signature dunks, and it just looks cool, bro. Like, Anthony Edwards is explosive off 2 feet. So having the 2 foot contact dunks actually worked out in my favor, because now I'm getting more dunks that are more, I guess, Anthony Edwards like, because he's more of a 2 foot jumper than a 1 foot jumper. But that's that for the 93 driving dunk. The driving layup, we kept it at a 73. Honestly, you're not gonna get much driving layup animations, or in terms terms of unlocking any layup styles, but you do get, you know, little things here and there. So I get Hall of Fame Bunny, which is decent. I don't even really use Bunny like that. And the other thing we get is this gold Pro Touch, so that's cool. But all the Scooper, the Whistle, the Acrobat, the Giant Slayer, wasn't really concerned about it. So yeah, that's that for the driving layup. Close shot at a 48 close shot, and the standing dunk and the post control, keep that at a 25. Does he have some post control in real life? Yeah, it's give and take, trade off. I can't get the post control and get the other things that I wanted. All right, so that's just that. Now let's go ahead and move on to the shooting. So our highest shooting attribute is going to be this 86 3-pointer. 86 3-pointer is going to unlock this jumper that I have right here. One of the things that I really wanted to do was get this Patty Mills base, but I'm currently at a starter 1 for some reason. I don't know why I did this, straight out of ignorance. I hope you guys didn't make the same mistake that I made, but in the beginning I did not affiliate myself with Elite or Rise. I was just playing the game. I was thinking like, oh, that doesn't mean anything, so I'm not gonna do anything with it. So I ended up not joining an affiliation till probably like 2 to 4 months deep into the season, or not into the season but into 2K24. So that's the reason why I wasn't able to get to starter 3 yet, even though I've been playing the game for the entire time it's been out. So I'm only on starter 1. I don't have Patty Mills base yet, but that jumper that I showed you guys on the screen is more than competent. I grabbed that for some random video off YouTube. I'm just like you guys, man. This jumper with the John Wall base, you just got to make sure that you're gonna have a 3-pointer of 86 plus, which is exactly why I put my 3-pointer at 86 plus. 86 exactly. The mid-range, we kept it at a 71. If you got your 3-pointer down and you got that timing, you can hit on a 71. My free throw is at an 80. Again, like I mentioned in my last build, which was the Jaylen Brown video, y'all go check that one out right here. After this video, of course, watch this one to the end. We get this silver free points. Don't walk into the rec with no free throw. I'm gonna keep belaboring the point. Do not walk into the rec with no free throw. I'm actually at a pretty low free throw percentage right now because I haven't put my free throw up, and I smack on, like, I think his free throws at like a 30 or 40 right now, and he's solid still. So I got that Steph Curry free throw. Get the hang of it and you'll be straight, but still don't be walking in there with no free throw that you could potentially have. So the pass accuracy, let's move on to the playmaking. This is another thing that I'm gonna sort of contradict myself here. I told you guys in the last video, don't go any lower than a 75, but on this build I went to a 71. Now why that is, you ask? I was trying to squeeze some steal out of this build, which we'll get to, and I got a little bit of steal out of it. I just couldn't swing the 75 versus the 71, so I figured, like I did in my bullet passer build, which was Swag's recommended pass accuracy attribute, I put that on the 71 again. And honestly, it's decent, bro. Like I said, we're gonna throw the ball at someone's back sometimes. We're gonna throw stupid passes that's gonna piss you off a little bit, but that's the life you chose. Like, that's the life you chose if you make this build. Just accept it. But one of the things that I really enjoy on this build specifically is going to be the ball handle and the speed with ball. I'm trying to become a cheeser, an L2 cancel cheeser. So with that being said, we're at 6'4", so we still have all the best dribble styles in the game. I'm gonna show you guys my animations right here, but we're gonna have a 92 ball handle. Only reason for this, well, I guess there's 2 reasons. We're gonna get gold unpluckable, which is crucial, and then we're also gonna get Trae Young escape move. Pair that with a 90 speed with ball, and you know exactly why I want the 90 speed with ball. Kyrie Irving dribble style. The boost that you get out of that is second to none. Everyone knows it's the best one in the game, and I just want to get elite with the dribbling, and I am getting there. I'm getting close, especially with this build. I'm getting the hang of it. I've been grinding out for like a week or 2 now, and I've been really enjoying it, man. Once you get the L2 cancel, like they're not gonna be able to guard you, bro. So 90 speed with ball, 92 ball handle. You can dunk, you can shoot the mid-range, you can shoot the 3. You're just gonna be cheesy, bro, and you're gonna have some defense. So 90 speed with ball for the Kyrie dribble style, 92 ball handle for the Trae Young escape moves. Just trust me, bro. 90 and 92 with a 6'4" guard. You're not super undersized. It's gonna be solid. That's enough for the playmaking. Let's move on to the last and final attribute, which is going to be the defense. So the perimeter defense, I was able to squeeze an 84 perimeter defense out of this build, which I believe is pretty solid. We're gonna see the attributes or the badges that we get right here. Gold off-ball pass is important because a lot of people are gonna try to cut back door. I really think that silver challenger is actually very beneficial. I like the silver pick dodger. The silver 94 feet I could really do without, but the silver pick dodger and the silver challenger I think are very crucial to have on defense, just so people aren't running right past you. Now, when I mentioned I got a little bit of steal out this build, I actually did get a 60 steal out of this build. So right here we get bronze interceptor. I thought that this would be good just only because a lot of people, if they play in a zone, a lot of people, if they're guards, they're gonna try to run out off a miss, and if they run out off a miss, it's always helpful to have that bronze interceptor so you could deflect something. Now, I haven't put this all the way up to a 60 yet, so sometimes if you're trying to steal the ball, like if you don't even have any steal at all on your build, don't even press X, bro. Like, it's just a waste of time. Just be disciplined and don't try and go for the steal or whatever, especially if you don't have any steal. But 60 is decent. Bronze interceptor, you can be at least a little bit dangerous on the defensive end. 84 perimeter and 60 steal is pretty much all you need. But like I said, this is the build. This is what I created. I did make that little L. I will take that little L when it comes to the vertical. 78 vertical, if you're going to make this build, is something that I would highly recommend. So with that being said, I'm going to give this build a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's a smooth build. It's really one of those builds that I wanted to make so I could get back being good with the dribbling, the L2 canceling, the cheesing the screen, because that's basically, you run into some sweats in the rec. There's no doubt that they're going to have a guard who's cheesing, L2 canceling off the screen, Jamal Murray in behind the back. And you do get Jamal Murray behind the back with the 90 speed with ball. So you have the best animations, the best SIGs in the game, and you can get really cheesy. Like, do this build. I wouldn't recommend it as a first or second build, but we're deep into the season at this point. Like, do it if you want to get better with the dribbling and just have a little bit of fun, being able to dunk, being able to shoot, being able to hit the mid ranges. Who cares about driving layup? If you got dunk, you don't just gonna dunk on people anyways. So let's go ahead and see what shades I got out of this build. So shades of Colin Sexton, Halal Greer, and Austin Reeves. It's a floor spacing slasher. I like that name. I have actually been slashing a lot with this build. Plays very well off ball. A high driving dunk, you can definitely play off ball and slash. If you want to make this build number 5, make sure you put him on the Bucks. At least that's what worked for me. But anyways, y'all, that's the end of this video. Let me know what other builds you want to see me make next. I'm going to pump these out before 2K24 ends and get ready for 2K25. So with that being said, man, if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. I love you guys, man. God bless you guys. Share it with auntie, grandma, and uncle again, bro. Let them know gaming with Romsky on the ride. I'm going to take this button up, y'all, off because it's hot. I hope you haven't been able to see me sweat this whole time, man. But till the next one, man, I love you guys. God bless and deuces.